CC going down. Shark Guy is nearly dead. Lopushinsky putting in work, but that's a huge volley bear ultimate there. And Wesley and Shield, they clean up the fight. He's trying to make the solo play. He's looking for that upper 90. Gravity make a falter, puts it low and gets the goal. And so that will be the Condors.
Angle going, working up the flash. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, all down at once right at the start of the round.
That was
Condors.
probably the quickest round.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the Condors Esports facility. We're hanging out at Conestoga College, ready to watch some sick games of Valorant. You see the squad in front of you right now, the Gold Squad, coming off an incredible performance yesterday. I'm Leaf, and I'm chilling out right now with my homie Trevor. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
You chilling?
Chilling.
Yeah?
Chilling. Ready for some Valorant.
Let's
go. Really
go.
excited to see what happens.
We got tons of it. There's
yeah.
Oh, I was going to try to make a pun off your name and say there's mucha today, like much of it today. But I didn't think it worked out. So I'm just running myself.
Mucho Valorant.
Mucho Valorant today. Me gusta. Lots. It's going to be great. If it's anything like yesterday, let's talk about that a little bit. Yeah. So today we're hanging out. I do believe our white squad is playing as well, but we're focusing in on the gold squad today. Yep. And there's a reason. We want to see if the performance can keep up with them off what they had yesterday. Mm-hmm. I was in here with Owen, and we were watching an incredible series, a 2-0 sweep against Northwood University yesterday, which is considered the best in all of North America. I mean, I was told number 1 in North America, so I think it's objectively. Not anymore. Not anymore, it ain't.
Not anymore.
That's a big win.
It's a huge win.
Do you think that's going to – do you think they'll slack today because they got the win, or do you think that's going to help them, stay locked in?
Yeah, I think I find it hard to believe that they would slack in today's game because I casted a lot for this team and watched a lot from this team last semester.
Right.
And they're really focused. They're a very focused team. They have very strong teamwork, and they don't like to let rounds slide. They don't just screw around.
No,
if there's an opponent they know they're better than, they're going to crush them, and they're not going to leave any room for error.
Yeah, no, and we've seen it with the squad. The mentality, honestly, is really sick amongst all of these players. There's a bit of a mix-up today, though. Of course, Mornu is coming in place of Prey today. So the squad is going to have to try to work him in here. He's from the academy squad, so he knows the atmosphere that's expected out of the Condors athletes.
Yeah.
But, of course, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking getting thrown into a squad, especially a squad you just watched take down
sure.
Northwood the day before.
Yeah.
So, you know, for Mornu, this is a big testing point. He was telling me that he wants this to be a good tryout. He wants to main roster this. That's your dream as an academy,
right?
Is to move up into the gold squad, right? So today, I would imagine is a big proving point for Mornu.
Yeah, no doubt. So a lot of pressure on him, but that pressure might be a good thing. You know, pressure makes diamonds. So let's see.
It usually takes a lot of time, though. Let's hope he's a little longer or faster than a diamond would take.
Okay, fair enough. Well, who knows? Might be some long games. Here we have we got Mornu on screen right here.
Yeah.
Again from the academy team, so he's got something to prove here today in this game. So we'll see how he can fit into Price slot on this team. Yeah,
I wonder. Sometimes I like to do the armchair psychology thing and be like, and guess what's going through. I'm like, okay, there's smiles, but maybe you're always like, is there a twinge of nervousness? The smiles, you know, it's a nervous laughter. Oh yeah, look, he's getting room to breathe. We could be wrong. We're just making this up, but we'll talk to him after and see if that's what it was. But you know, there is a lot to prove. As you said, right? Like this is you want to prove to the squad that you can fit in, but you also have to understand. First time, it's going to be a little sketchy, right? You haven't been scrimming with the squad. You haven't been practicing with them.
Right.
So you have to understand it probably won't go perfect today. As long as you're learning a lot and working with the squad's atmosphere,
right?
That's huge.
Yeah.
Because if you don't synergize with them as people, it's not going to be as easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, you definitely have to just kind of adhere to what the other team or what your team wants.
Exactly. Hey, well, we got our map vetoes coming up here.
Yep.
Tell me what I'm looking at, man.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like we've got GFU banning Lotus. Potentially they did some research on the Condors here because Lotus is a very strong map that we saw Condors dominate in last semester. You
know what? We've been seeing Icebox banned a lot over the past few matches, but we're finally seeing it today.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't watched Condors play Icebox yet as it's just been added back into the map pool recently. So it'll be definitely interesting to see that. So you're saying we haven't seen any Icebox yet from Condors?
I have not yet seen it. I'm sure they've practiced and played on it, but the games that I've been watching, not yet. That constantly gets banned out. And I do wonder if going forward, now this is a different squad from NECC. That was yesterday, right? So ECAC now today.
Correct.
But I do wonder if the teams are doing research into the Condors and watching what they've done against another collegiate team, Northwood, and say, okay, let's never let those guys play on those two maps again. I talked to J-Man. He said that too. He's like, in NECC, he's like, we're never going to be allowed to play on those maps again. We took down Northwood on them.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a great point. I mean, we did see a lot of teams were definitely looking at our VODs in the past to study the Condors. So, you know, it's a good and bad thing that we're streaming here for the Condors, but it also makes them a more dynamic team.
That's true.
And more well-rounded.
They're forced to play on different maps and learn different maps, so if those do get picked. Now, tell me about Ascent, though, because Ascent, I've always heard is good for the Condors. They practice a lot on this.
Yes, yeah. Ascent is definitely a strong map for them. They do a lot of different things, just a lot of really strong teamwork and a lot of mid-control that they take.
Right.
And they have a strong B-hold with a couple solo players, but I haven't seen it too much.
True. Now, recently we've been watching Nan a lot as our player to watch, but today we're going to take a scope into J-Man, and I think that it's really cool because, honestly, on the squad, we've seen all of them pop up recently, and that includes J-Man, especially as that anchor for the team, as that IGL. It's really fun to showcase those players because sometimes, as an IGL, sometimes you're not always at the top of the leaderboard too, right? So it's nice to be able to have that focus on you, and I think a lot of that good mentality comes around him. I've heard him during scrims. Keeping the team together. Hey, we can turn it around, guys. We got this. Being that anchor for good mentality.
Yeah.
So having him as our player to watch the showcase today, I think I really love that.
Yeah, and I mean, I've talked to him a lot last semester in the hub, and he definitely has a very positive attitude towards things. He's not very pessimistic. He's a very optimistic person. He thinks the team is capable of great things. So it's definitely who you want as an IGL. And they are. Yeah.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, again, with their record this week, we'll hope that it carries over in today. Now, something interesting, I was talking, again, to Mornu before this. We were trying to figure out where Mornu's going to fit into that squad. And he said he's actually going to be going duelist today. So we're going to get Nan swapped off that duelist, I believe, into Sentinel. So it's going to be a little bit of mix-up than what we're used to from the Condor squad to see. And I think that's fair to put Mornu in a spot where he can just kind of go in the flow, just be that offensive power for the squad. I think it's a good place to put someone as you try to fit them in the mix.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, this will be an interesting game to watch. I mean, we don't really know what's going to happen with that new player, and especially the new map, Icebox.
Yeah, I know nothing about it, so you're going to be my guide through this.
I got you.
You'll be holding my hand through it all and explaining things. ELI 5. But I have very low IQ, so this will be a strong challenge for you, my friend.
Yeah, there's a lot of very important picks on that map. You see a lot of Sage or Viper, because I think it's the B site. It's a really weird plant area that you got there. It's very open to a lot of different angles.
Right.
So you need a wall or at least a smoke down so you can get a plant. Without that, you have no wall to hide behind, and you're completely open to the defenders.
So there's very specific comps that I expect we'd see here when it comes to, and correct me if I'm wrong, the initiators, because that's where a lot of those walls and smokes will come from to obscure yourself as you go into those open areas.
Yeah.
Yes.
And controllers as well.
Okay, well, I got 50% of it.
Yeah. Not bad. You're learning. For sure.
Let's go. Lots to go, though. Okay. That'll be interesting. Again, I'll be looking to you to guide me through that map as we make it in there. But I'm loving to see how they'll have to adjust to it. Especially, again, they've got a little bit of that what's going to happen with the substitute coming in place of Prey, right? You can't just rely on that familiarity in comms, that familiarity in habits of your players, things you've already worked on. So especially going to a map that you weren't playing as much in actual competition. Again, who knows? They could be playing it a lot in practice and scrims. But here in competition, you haven't been playing it. So an extra bit of, I guess, I forget the word I'm looking for here, but a downside, I guess, to today's matches. So maybe we'll see them going into that third map, that decider. But, again, we got Ascent, which is one that the squad's very familiar with.
And I did see another map as well. It was, now I'm forgetting the name. The other map.
Got picked?
Bind. Yeah. We've seen a lot of good things from Condors on that map.
Right.
They've pulled through with a lot of really close games on that map against some very strong teams, but they always came out on top. So a lot of good things we see on that map. Again, Non just being very aggressive. It's usually Non and the Sky player. They go in to showers, and they try to get those early picks. So we're going to be seeing a lot of that.
Well, the question is that going to switch up? I mean, I guess we could see Mornu being that player, but again, especially if Non's going with the Sentinel role, our Sentinels, usually you wouldn't throw them in first.
Usually
though,
not,
right?
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you need those Sentinels for making sure nobody's going to flank or at least slowing down a push.
Right. So it's an interesting, I like to see it, and I think that kind of indicates a bit of the thought process that we're seeing from the squad is that this is more of a practice rounds sort of for the team to try to figure out how to fit Mornu into this, and they're willing to change whatever they need just to find a comfortable spot for him. But now into Agent Select, let's see if anything surprises you here.
Yeah, well, so far we're seeing Kip and J-Man playing the characters they play quite a bit, and it looks like Mornu is going for that jet pick. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Mornu is actually playing the Sentinel role. So it looks like...
Oh, they switched it up on me, didn't they?
It looks like they did.
I got psyched out.
But it could potentially just be on Bind. Maybe Mornu doesn't feel too comfortable on this map.
And again, that's what's going to happen today. I mean, this really is just kind of a let's feel it out, guys. Let's make sure that we aren't over-stimulating anybody. We're not making sure anyone feels uncomfortable. This is a big opportunity for the squad to bring Mornu into the squad very comfortably to make sure that he starts off on the right foot, because it's very easy when you go into a squad where you're trying to prove yourself to overthink what you're doing, to then have maybe an underwhelming performance and then think, oh my God, I've screwed the pooch. But that's not what's going to happen today. I mean, again, this is the macro level of intel gathering. It's not just about intel's so important in this game. But it's also important just to how your team operates outside of the specific matchup you're in, these specific rounds you're in. How are we going to operate going forward? So this is a lot of intel gathering for the squad on how each of these players operate and how Mornu's going to fit into the squad.
Yeah, and I mean, they definitely didn't have Mornu play a useless role. I mean, obviously no role is useless.
Right.
But we have Mornu set up on Chamber, which is more suitable for getting kills than I'd say Cypher, because you have that... ultimate ability is basically an operator, right? It's that one-shot sniper. So we may see a little bit more aggression. They might want to try to play more for frags rather than defusal.
Right.
So, I mean, we'll have to see.
We'll have to see. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in it now, though. We're going to see if we can replicate what we had going on yesterday. Of course, Mornu in as the sub. Round 1, we got 3 maps potentially we're going to be seeing today.
Yeah, I mean, we're just seeing Mornu playing over at A. I've seen a lot of chamber plays over at B. Kind of maybe go for early picks with that long angle. But yeah, it looks like he's instantly playing this super aggressive angle, trying to get an early pick. So it looks like he's feeling confident. If you weren't confident, you definitely wouldn't be holding up there. But looks like we're going to see the aggression from Nan coming out here. Once again, Raze and Sky, such a great pair, but Nan isn't able to find that first shot, and Silly Shadow as well isn't able to get the trade. They get taken out. But we got J-Man picking up a frag on the other Viper on the team.
Player to watch today, J-Man. It's good to see him get an early frag here. Unfortunately,
Yep.
we cursed Nan. He was our player to watch twice in a row, and we took him off, and he just gets taken out immediately. Our bad, Nan.
Yep. Apologies. But it looks like most of the attackers here are making their way over towards B.
Site, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Very slow round. I mean, this, everyone's just trying to figure out how the opponents are going to be playing. And this is just a slow slog towards that information, towards finding out, okay, what do our opponents want to do?
Right. Yeah, and it looks like those 2 pieces of util are probably going to be enough indication that it's going to be a B push, especially on pistol round. But right now, just Kip kind of waiting patiently, I think, for his teammates. Maybe trying to find a pick. Somebody runs through that smoke, but doubt anybody's going to.
No. Yeah, it's a 4v3 now. And
right now, just waiting for smokes. Try not to lose anybody too early, but Kip does get taken out by Raze there. Mornu not able to find the shot, unfortunately. J-Man does pick up 1, but can't get a second. Tough round for J-Man to try and clutch up there. Tough round for the Condors to lose. That's pissed round. Definitely a very important round.
Oh, of course. I mean, you want to get that early econ. You want to be a little bit ahead here, so they'll have to just save up for next. I'm not sure if we saw any buys at all, any forces, but
nope. Looks like, I mean, we got
pistols.
Kip over here on the Sheriff, but other than that, looks like just a hard save round here.
I'm curious what we'll see out of our opponents. Again, I was saying yesterday, we're seeing a lot of people pulling Outlaws out in the second round.
Yeah, very, very powerful weapon as it one-shots without full armor to the chest. So at that point, it might as well be an operator.
Yep, an early op.
Yeah, but Nan gets a very early pick with the Sheriff onto Viper. So you like seeing that early man advantage on this round. Could very well balance it out in their favor. Now they're on pistols. Other team has a buy, but a lot of aggression coming out here in showers. But also gets a lot of info for Kip over at B. He is the only player there, but they're not seeing or hearing anything over at A.
Ooh, 2 down.
Yeah, but Nan did get one through there, and J-Man was able to get another trade right now. So still maintaining that man advantage. Very important. Kip, once again, just holding strong. Not playing anything too aggressive. Wants to stay alive. Have any chance of having his team rotate over to help out. And it looks like they're going to start moving over there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're thinking that a push on B was going to happen, but looks like we have our opponents rotating around towards A site. It's locked down right now. J-Man's on point. Our player to watch. No pressure, buddy. They're ready for that teleport, though, if they need to, in case they move to B.
Yeah, and I mean, GFU's playing these mind games right now, but Conestoga, they're not really falling for it.
Yeah, no, I find it interesting again how slow a lot of the play has been. There's the push.
Yeah, it looks like GFU did find their way onto the point, but J-Man picks one up, and it's just 2v1 now. We've just Ace left. Oh, but J-Man is looking the wrong way, unfortunately. But now,
oh man, that 1v1.
Yeah, it looked like Kip almost got it there, but you missed that first Sheriff shot. It's over. There's a lot of pressure with that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because it looked like they were set up for success in that, and now 2 rounds down.
Yeah.
It was, that's not a good start, but we've seen, of course, the Condors pull back pretty handily in worse scenarios before.
Yeah, and it's not like that round was a complete wash either. Very close round, so damaging the economy of GFU, very important, and kind of just establishing your position, showing you're not a pushover. You're not going to just let those pistol rounds slide through.
Right. Well, I'm curious if we're going to see a faster round. Still looks like they're going split here to just figure out what they want to do. I'm wondering if we're going to see a rush come out from our opponent anytime soon.
Yeah, it looks like Non's able to get Rick out of that spot with the grenade, and he's just instantly starting to push up. I think he saw that he destroyed that trip, so he knows he's a little bit safer to go forward a bit more. And I mean, it's Non. He's so aggressive. He likes to really get in there.
Well, he's in a good spot now for that flank. That's definitely going to help the squad out once we get this push onto A site with Non coming in behind. We actually have 2 Condors coming in. This will be great to be able to support each other. They don't know they're there. Oh, they do.
Oh, but he checks it. Just barely missing out on that timing there. Ace is able to take out Non, unfortunately. But there it is. Kip able to pick one up as well.
I was curious if he saw him, and he does. And unfortunate that sandwich didn't work out for them.
Yeah, these two in showers just making sure to play off this trade here. Watching OB really closely, and Mornu hitting that shot. Looking steady. Aim's looking steady.
No, and this is what you really want to see out of the substitute. You're coming in from the academy squad, trying to make a name for yourself, trying to hit that mainline roster, and you want to make sure you're hitting those shots. Show that you're a perfect asset for the squad.
Yeah. There it is, J-Man picking up one. Can Silly get that trade? Gets this guy really low there. Ace on just out 20 or 30 HP only, and time's running out for GFU right now.
See if they try to get the plan. I feel like at this point you don't really know what you're doing. You know you're surrounded by 3 players.
The only thing you really can do is just try to take out their economy a little bit, but it looks like Condors doesn't want to lose any guns.
No, of course.
But Kip has the confidence and swings it and is able to take out Ace. So no save for them, and it's after time, so not getting too much money.
Little exit kill there, and you'll like to see it again. We talked about the round just before was so important for Condors. The fact that they took out 4 players coming out of that 3rd round was really, really important to make sure that they at least try to balance the playing field a little bit. Now with that win there, that especially is going to level out the playing field even more so. And we could see a swing the other way. Momentum for Condors.
Yeah. Non, once again, getting kind of aggressive in mid. I think it looks like he's pushing up really far, actually. Yeah, and there's 2 players right there. He's just going to hold that, huh? Oh, spotted the player's shoulder. Oh, but Rick is able to swing out and hit that shot. Really nice shot from Rick. Unfortunately, not able to pick it up.
Useless little robot rolling its way on through. Come on, Roomba.
Once again, though, GFU just playing very slowly. They're trying to like really mess with their heads, I think, a little bit here. Really letting the time run. They're using all the time they got.
Well, that's the thing. It's going to allow Condors that if they really can get a good hold to just run down that clock. We even saw it last round. They couldn't get a plan.
Kip with a beautiful shot there, and does get another one. George able to get that trade, but Kip finding a lot of value out of that Sheriff.
Yeah, they should get the plant here, though.
Yeah, right now, Sight is in complete control of GFU with the man advantage on their side. Silly Shadow. He likes to do some silly things sometimes.
Well, we saw him pop it off yesterday. Unfortunately, couldn't pop off there.
No, Mornu does get the trade, but only leaving him with 26 HP. It's going to be a hard round to clutch up here.
Teleport's ready.
See if he can take the pick here. Trying to gather info. He's got the spike in sight. He's got no players in sight.
Yeah, GFU just playing very, very cautiously. We did see Bulby over there on that site.
Oh, they both peek at the same time, though. He's done. And that was the thing. Again, coordination for Janu. Yeah. You saw the first player pop out, immediately hide, so the second could swing around the box out of heaven and take him out.
Yeah, so another round going over the GFU, but right now the Condors is still have good economy at the moment. So still any person's game, no real advantage going into this round for either teams.
You says you. We got the advantage. We're the Condors, baby.
We're the Condors.
That's the advantage. Resilience is the name of the game.
No doubt. Looks like once again we're seeing that aggression. I'm wondering if they might end up getting a little bit more aggressive as this game goes on because of how Slowly, GFU is. Yeah.
Oh, GFU. Yeah.
Yeah, GFU playing really slow, but if Condors is able to get more aggressive, they might be able to find that information early and get rotates out a little earlier as well. But Silly in a really strong corner, and Luco a little bit too late to check it, and that's going to be a
that was
very free pick.
Slow corner check.
He did not.
Did he get the info? Yeah, I don't think he did.
Oh, but he's got
pushing
the showstopper out.
showstopper.
He's able to take out Brim. Gets taken out. Oh, by Brim as well. But the Sky was still left over there. I'm not too sure if they saw Sky or not.
Yeah, the question though is, do you call that a success when you drop your ult like that? I mean, I guess you're just going for a trade, but you're hoping probably for at least 2 kills when you drop that ult.
Right. I think as long as you maintain that man advantage, it's great. But Mornu, I didn't even notice he's on an operator this early into the game. Very strong weapon for the character, for Chamber.
Yes.
Because you can TP instantly out of that spot that you were in.
That's awesome.
So you can unpeak very quickly, and there's kind of no punishment to being peeked out.
Left.
But yeah, as you were saying, is it really worth it going in that early? It's kind of interesting because Nan is one of their strongest players, right? And losing him early on can be very detrimental. But I think as long as you have that man advantage, it's very important. And especially when there's only 3 left on the other team, it's a lot harder to take a site with just 3 players.
Right. We'll see if you might. Oh, that blocking vision. We'll see if we can get one. Trying to shoot through.
Oh, J-Man had that game sense there that somebody might push through that, but unfortunately, they ended up missing those shots a little bit. In a strong spot though. There's no Cypher's low, and Kip's able to spot Cypher's well. Gets swung by the Reyna, but
try to pre-fire the second.
Yeah. Kip able to pick it up, and it's just and there it is. Silly Shadow takes out Cypher. It was just a mere little bit of HP there. And Condors able to take out that round.
Yeah. And I missed it. Who was at the top of the leaderboard there for the Condors? But again, we often see it with the Condors that they kind of rotate who's fragging out on the day.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a good point. Yeah.
We talk about not a lot, but every single one of these players has that pop-off capability, and that's what makes the Condors such a strong squad.
Right,
I mean, you're not relying on a single person.
Exactly, that's really important. And I don't mean to knock a lot of collegiate teams, but you see it a lot in collegiate teams where there is one player who is far superior to the other players.
Right.
But Condors just seem to be very balanced in terms of skill level. But yeah, here we got Kip playing on top right now, and he's been a really strong player.
I'm not surprised.
Ooh,
one pick through.
Great shot early. Might get a lot of value out of that nade, but Ace is able to take him out with a pistol through the smoke. Not too great, but I'm wondering if we're going to see GFU start to rotate because of this ult. It looks like they're still kind of putting Util out. You got J-Man playing it in here with the judge. You heard that cam go up, so he's going to be able to avoid it. But a tough position for GFU right now with that Viper ult up.
Yeah, it looks like they're really trying to swing out of A. We got a first pick, almost information gathered though, and now we'll see the players start moving.
Yeah. But J-Man was able to pick one up with that judge in the Viper pit. We're seeing a lot of pistols from GFU right now, so it's going to be tough. Brim also on very low HP.
Still 4-3 though. Man advantage.
Yep. But GFU don't really know what to do at this point. I think they're kind of waiting around, hoping
you see
somebody
a rotate,
gets aggressive.
Maybe?
Yeah, it looks like a rotate's coming out.
We still do have a player on site.
But it looks like they're all going to go over towards long, right into Mornu's crosshairs, potentially.
We do have 2 ready. For, I think all the Condors are ready for a teleport if they really need to.
Yeah.
So this would be a quick rotate. I really don't know if GFU is going to be able to come out on top, especially with 14 seconds left.
Yeah, and there it is. Mornu hitting that shot, getting that pick early, and getting a lot of information. And there's no time really for GFU to do anything but push this site. Yeah, and now no more plant time either. Mornu's able to pick up another one, though.
One more? One more for the road?
One more.
Oh, yes!
There it is. And he gets it.
Let's go, Mornu.
With the headshot, too. Styling on him.
That's got to feel good.
For sure.
I mean, you're coming in again, trying to make a statement in Mornu. You see the smile. So remember I talked about before, maybe nervous smile? That's a proud smile.
Yeah.
What I just saw right there coming up from Mornu, because you showed the squad, hey, I can hang with you guys.
Right.
I got you.
That's a really strong thing for the mental as well.
Absolutely.
You get that going, you got all your teammates cheering you on, and you might feel more a part of that team after being of value to them.
Yes, and because that can hurt if you don't win that fight, right?
Right.
I mean, you already took down 2,
Yeah.
but it's so easy to look at that last one that snuck away, that last clutch kill that you could have gotten, and the fact that he got it is absolutely massive for mental.
Right. And he saved that operator still as well. So
That's true.
Also very important.
Also very important.
There it is, another really early pick from Mornu. But Nan gets taken out by Ace. We're seeing this Sky player do a lot of big things for GFU.
Did he get
I know exactly where you are.
Don't think he knows, but we're seeing the Cypher
They're all theft.
going out. So Mornu, I think, is maybe going to try to get out of that position. Or yeah, he doesn't want anybody to push him out with util. Wants to hold on to that operator. Get these picks. Silly Shadow able to get a great pick on Viper, though. But it looks like most of GFU going towards B right now. A lot of util going on.
And I want to mention it's a much faster push this time, too. I think they're starting to realize that slow play was kind of biting them in the butt before.
Yeah. Ooh, and Kip tries to get through that smoke there. Not able to find one, but J-Man with the judge. Ooh, tags him up a little bit. 1 bullet left. Switches to the classic. Not able to pick one up, though. It's all up to Mornu.
30 seconds left.
Slowly pushing up. Does hear him. But yeah, Crosshair not looking at the right spot. Rick in a bit of an off angle there and takes him out.
It's one of those things you learn from, though. Now the squad 4-3 GFU. And a much faster push. And I wonder if we're going to see that consistently now throughout the rest of this series, because for GFU, you push a little harder and you're like, okay, we got a dub. That felt a little better for us.
Yeah.
And also the mix-ups. I mean, you've let the Condors think that you're going to continually be a little more hesitant on your pushes to site. And now you can get those mix-ups and really start to move it a little quicker, but a lot of information gathered there. Condors know there was an approach on B and probably a rotate to A.
Yeah, instantly Nan's rotate. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, there it is.
Hey, he thought about it.
Makes his way over towards A, and he got really early damage on that Cypher as well. Now Sky's going to heal him up, but that's going to be no armor for that Cypher player. But yeah, GFU pushed up a little bit more than they normally are right now. And Mornu, there it is with that early pick with the ultimate. Very strong ultimate. But Nan, I don't think he knows that.
Doesn't. He'll check his corner, though.
Oh, oh, and he gets the shot. Great shot. I guess George was low or didn't have any armor, so that Outlaw just one-shots it. Such a strong weapon.
Now they're just going to try to run down the rest of the team.
Yeah. It is Nan getting aggressive. Picks up that Phantom. Oh, but Rick hits a really nice shot on Nan. Mornu able to clean it up, and then Kip finding the last frag on Rick.
That's good. That's a good win back there. I mean, again, you wanted to shut down. What I was talking about just before is GFU's probably had a bit of an idea like, okay, we could gain momentum here. So for the Condors to shut that down, really important. I loved just how smart and aggressive. They're really making GFU feel like this is Condors territory. This is their map right now. Yeah. We have to make the right play because the Condors look like they're playing fairly confidently now as we've gone a few rounds in.
Yeah, I think, hey, maybe they didn't warm up beforehand, you know?
Right.
Had a class running late. But they're definitely seeming a lot stronger now on the map. But it's also just, they might have just adapted to the play style of the other team, right? Sometimes it takes a lot for them. And Mornu doing a lot of great things right now for Condors. Getting another really early pick. Kip flashing his teammate a little bit there, but all is well.
Back up, they got the head.
Yeah. Ooh, gets George really low and not able to pick it up with that raise grenade. And GFU not in a great spot right now. Kind of fighting Nan right now over at mid. Way over towards the... Ooh! The ultimate didn't get anybody, though.
Now, with the splash of hit there, though?
Yeah, it should have.
It looked like he killed him pretty quick.
It looked like I thought he was going to get 2 right there, but I'm not too sure. But he did end up getting the pick afterwards. Oh, but Silly and Kip going down to both players. Not really what you want to see in that situation. A little bit of over-aggression.
Not the cleanest swing there, yeah.
Yeah. So 3v2 right now. Yeah, looks like they're teleporting over at the perfect time. And J-Man picks up both of those frags.
Again, J-Man, our player to watch. Got it on lockdown. I'm actually curious to see Mornu's frags right now because it feels like he's really stepping up for the squad.
He's been getting a lot of really early picks, which usually is actually Nan's forte. Nan likes to get those early picks and gain man advantage early, but it looks like they potentially are leaving it up to
Hey, he did say that he wanted to be the duelist coming into this, right? So he's got that mentality.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that, and maybe that we will see a switch up in second map. If they're doing this well and they're like, okay, Mornu does feel like he's good on those first picks.
Yeah.
Let's give him a duelist for one.
Yeah, and there it is. Another really early pick. Now, the operator, usually your role with that operator is to get those early picks.
Yeah.
But we saw him thinking about Jet on the pick screen for a second. It was also a very strong operator character. That was just, can't get that out of the pick. Just barely missing it. But gets out of there with plenty of HP left, so not bad. Got the information, didn't lose too much. So looks like, no. Aggressive here. Gets the information from the bot, picks up one. Silly Shadow. Oh, didn't get anybody. It was Silly Shadow and J-Man.
What a thief! Silly, you thief!
But yeah, what a clean round. I don't think they lost any of that round, right?
No, I believe they did not.
Yeah, so really, really clean round from Condors there, and definitely showing their teeth now a little more than before.
Now, your GFU, what do you do? Because your slow play was like kind of okay, but then like you finally make a push and it's like, okay, this is a bit better. But then now you try to play through that same style and you're getting shut down. That's why I said I think that this is Condor's map to lose right now.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. GFU was playing slow, but part of it was working. The mind games were working a little bit, but they never had enough time to play with when they got closer up toward that site.
Right.
So with this map, time is a really important thing with those teleporters, and they haven't been taking advantage of that.
Come on.
Missing all
you look
those
like me
shots,
shooting out there.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, pulls out the shorty, but Silly gets it up, and J-Man. I was talking
and another clean round.
Yeah,
no
another clean round. I mean, I was talking through the whole thing, but like Condor's just sweeping them completely.
Non-laughing it off too. Don't know if it was the shots or if it's just like, hey, we got this in the bag. But
yeah.
I love absolutely just how, again, Mornu's slotting into the squad right now.
Yeah, 11 and 4.
Of course, a squad like Northwood is going to give max amount of challenge, and that'll be the real test going forward for a player like Mornu. But this is a really good entry. I mean, like, you're still being contested. It's not like you're just able to frag out and sweep your opponents right now. You are still being put to the test.
Yeah, and it looks like enemy Rays actually try to pre-fire the spot that Mornu's been sitting, but Mornu wasn't there. And Non is able to pick up that trade over through the smoke. It's taken out by Bulby. Now it's a 3v4 for the Condors, and they have to take out the bomb. Yeah, a lot of ultimates going out here. It's a tough round for Condors to win. 4 ultimates.
Not much you can do in that. I mean, sometimes you just get those rounds where, okay, we did.
Yeah. I mean, all those ultimates, and they're such strong ones too, such impactful ults. But Kip still able to pick up a frag. And Mornu also picking up a frag.
1v2.
Rick takes him out.
Let's go, Kip. If anyone can do it. Oh. We've seen Kip pop off before.
Yeah. Kip, new player to the team, but has been proving that he's a very strong player.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I believe it was first day out. He topped the leaderboards for the squad too. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
it was killing it.
Yeah. Coming from league, from the league team,
and that's true. Yeah, that's hard to do. Not a lot of transfer skill between those two games.
I mean, you got the abilities, but aside from that, not too much going on.
Yeah, and I think this might show the mental of the squad right now that they're fairly confident going forward. I mean, Nan was on his phone just right by. He's like, obviously he got the time, but still, he's like, we're fine, guys.
Yeah, definitely a lot of confidence. I mean, we see it. They're a very confident team. Right. They know their capability, and they've done such great things.
That, or his pizza's almost here in the end.
That could be the case. Oh, but Nan just satchel charging in there super early. How could you expect that?
No, you don't at all.
Yeah, right now, Condors spread all over the map. Non holding that angle, just hitting the shots. Shilly gets taken out, but J-Man's able to pick another one up. And it's just 2 left. There's J-Man again. The player to watch. He's been doing great. The whole team's been doing great.
Non's trying to make a name for himself here too, but you got the other 2 player to watch.
Right.
Come on, sit down, guy.
Take a break for this one.
Nice, doing beautiful on the Ghost.
Yeah, the Ghost.
Nice. There you go. One more for the road.
Oh.
Let's go.
It's a clean shot.
Okay,
from
Nod. We'll give you a round of applause for that one. Oh yeah, look, see, he's not even worried about that kill he's got. He's like, oh, is pizza here? Huh? Not yet?
Not
Do
yet.
I have time for another round? Okay.
Yeah. It's such a dominating team like this. I mean, you got to get hungry.
Yeah. I imagine they're still reeling from their games yesterday too.
Yeah. So, the entire team right now, not a single negative player on the Condor side.
Massive.
All of them just really strong.
And again, of course, Nod we expect to be at the top there, but Mornu bringing up the rear right behind that as well, and J-Man, our player to watch, sitting at the top for them.
I think got a little bit of damage there through the smoke on that Viper. Mornu with a huge flank. Oh, misses some shots, but is able to still pick it up on George. Now the whole team knows where he is. Keeping more. Oh, gets taken out, but got an early one. Got tons of info on the other team.
Still 4v3.
Yeah. Oh, and Non hitting some really nice shots. Silly posted up in a really strong spot. And not able to pick up the last one there.
Yeah, I think now for attack, you know, this is where Condors they're gonna shine because
yeah, their aggression is very strong.
Yeah,
it's almost like every map is attack sided for them because they do so well on attack with that aggression.
Yeah.
Now obviously not every time they're gonna win attack side, but with their with their play style. And Non and Kip's synergy, they really just get up there and get those early picks and get that man advantage so early. We see it every game, time and time again. Non, I think this timing is satchel a little bit there. But all is well because Non is still able to pick one up. Left on 2 HP. Oh, tries to get out of there and get that heal on early, but George is able to take him out with that nade. Whole team pushing up very aggressively on the A. Not waiting any time. Silly getting all those smokes down. He's getting tagged for that smoke down to 13, actually. I think if Sky didn't heal him there, he was done for. Got that heal off. Still alive. Full control of one half of the site right now, so that's super important. But it's going to be hard to get a plant down. All of GFU has made their way over towards A, except for one player. So it'll be interesting to see how they...
Am I going to pick here on the swing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not the person I was hoping would get the pick.
Yeah. It was a little bit low there. Silly had only like 40 HP, but Kip's able to pick one up. But
he turns away. Yeah. Raise across. There's one. Mornu can't get the kill.
Yeah, unfortunate timing there.
We'll see. Maybe a pop-off moment. Let's see the clutch Kip. Oh, you got info on one. He knows that we've got a GFU player coming up behind. Get the pick. Oh, he sees his elbow probably and takes the pre-fire through the wall.
Yep, so you're going to lose that round, but I mean, still a really strong economy for them. Not a huge loss. They still have that three-round lead. We're going to see if maybe they play a little less aggressively. Maybe a little bit of overconfidence there. Maybe the pizza came in that round.
We didn't see the other player games. They were just shoveling down during that match. No, I mean, they still look confident. We still see, again, smiles. I don't see any serious looks on their faces right now.
Right.
Like, uh-oh, we're in trouble. Now, granted, that can be problematic if you get too overconfident.
Right, definitely. It can be problematic. And we very rarely see it from Condors. They really like to... Oh, but Kip, I mean, he's going in all alone right there. J-Man does get taken out, but I think Kip was up pretty far and is able to get that early pick and take sight for Condors. I'm not too sure. I think Kip went up in a shoulder there and just walked through a smoke and picked one up. But a really strong pick there from Kip and full sight for Condors.
Finally get that spike planted. They were definitely just making sure that they knew someone else was still on site, but they didn't know where. So they want to make sure they weren't going to get picked while doing it. There, nice, good kill.
Yeah, great teamwork, and Mornu actually picks up one simultaneously with Non.
3v2 for the hold now as he has the spike planted. See the push, they're already on site. Through the smoke, he got the info. Mornu gets the pick, not quite.
Yeah. low on HP there, so that's tough when you run into a Bucky, but Non and Kip have a very strong spot for this plant. And he pulls out the showstopper just
Is he going in?
Oh,
360. Did he just try to 360 no scope with a showstopper?
Yeah, he tried.
What a guy. Oh, what a guy.
Oh, Non. Almost got it, too. Almost got it.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, they're at 10-6 now.
Yeah, strong lead, very strong lead. Only 3 rounds to win map 1. Non, there he is on top, 19-11. Mornu following, not too far behind, going 14-8.
This goes there.
Let's even out the scoreboard. Let's see if they can, if they're feeling this confident, let's see if you can get everyone with the same scoreboard by the end of this.
Same kills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even it out.
Yeah.
Play a couple games with the other team. That's disrespect. That's got to be BM at that point.
Oh, definitely. But it's the good kind of BM.
You're right. You're right.
You just tried to 360 no scope him with
Yeah,
a showstopper.
okay, good
What are you
point.
talking
There's
about?
not much too much worse than that.
Just a few more rounds here for the Condors. They can clean up map 1, and we'll see Ice box right after that.
Yeah. Seeing the Sky Alt go out. Ooh, J-Man picking up that early pick. Non Satchel charging into sight, but nobody else is around. J-Man got that pick, and the rest of GFU is nowhere to be found. So potentially they're committing way too many players to A site right now, I think.
Right.
It seems like they don't ever have enough manpower to stop the push over at B. They're always kind of relying on that retake.
GFU, yeah.
And Non does get a dink there with the Phantom, but return gets down to 50. Oh, but he's still able to pick up the enemy George. Kip also picking one up. Kip taking 2. And now it's up to Brimstone, and it's going to be tough to 1v3 this with the spike down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird bit of util from GFU that yeah, they seem to be losing it right now.
Yeah, Condors' mental is up, and GFU's might be on a decline currently.
That's why it's important to be able to settle up with your team, to be able to sit back a moment. Yeah, I'm curious if there's no timeout yet for GFU.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. No timeout, no. I guess they're not worried about it or something. I don't know. Maybe they're putting all their eggs into the next game. Really confident in winning that one, but no really discussion of strategies from GFU, it seems like.
No, it does feel like a less bit cohesive than the Condors. And that's why I said early on in the series, it really just, even as an inexperienced eye, just from positioning and strat-wise, it looked like the Condors had a much better grasp of what they were doing.
Yes.
Early in the series.
They're really good at, Mornu picking one up. Non gets stunned instantly, but still makes it out because Mornu saved him there. But more onto what you were saying there, yeah, it seems like Condors, they really have that teamwork and cohesion. But Luco taking 2 out there with the
keep
the
cursing him. Keep saying good things about him.
Caster Curse is setting in a little bit here. Viper's able to pick up 2 with that Bucky. Not really what you want to happen on Condors' side.
It's a good spot for a plant, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a really strong plant spot. You see pretty much almost any team planting there because there's so many angles. And Mornu hitting those shots. Luco went for the ultimate, but Mornu just shutting it down instantly. Now it's all up to Raze to clutch this round out.
Yeah, a defuse, try to hit half. Oh, you're going to have to push. They go for a hole? No.
Yep. Oh, Mornu takes it out. Whole team left it up to Mornu there. They weren't anywhere to be found. Like, you got it. We trust you.
Yeah, you're good. And that's a good sign of confidence. It's like, right. We have.
Smiles coming out from all the players there. Love to see it.
J-Man with the lollipop buff.
Yeah.
Saw it yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I think it was Prey yesterday that had the lollipop.
The man to watch gets the lollipop. Strongest player gets a lollipop for the game.
Oh, this is J-Man today again, our player to watch for the Condors.
Yeah.
It's GFU.
Ooh, Non gets hit by that trip. Gets taken out really early there from Bulby. Not what you want to happen as your duelist. But still full control of the site. They are down a player, but GFU is not really able to find a way through this util. Yeah, really strong flank, actually. Ooh, George takes out 2. J-Man, or sorry, Silly Shadow not looking the right way.
Yeah.
After J-Man got taken out, it's up to Skip here. Yep.
It's a long, take the long road home, all the way to B site.
Yep.
And GFU with a win.
Yeah, adapting a little bit. Condors has been really just going to B and not leaving anybody over at A. So getting that flank is definitely a smart move for GFU.
Yeah, I'm really curious though. See, in my opinion, now would be another time to go for B, because the obvious pick would be to move over to A site, which it looks like GFU is ready for, and it looks like Condors are kind of wanting to go for.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if at that point you throw in the mix-up by not mixing it up and just going back to B site.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I mean, this time you just kind of got to watch for the flank.
Yeah,
right. So it looks like we're seeing a lot of alts go out from Condors, so might be enough to get up this round. Oh my God,
nice.
Don pushing all the way
not
through,
two,
gets that shower pick, but yeah, not able to get 2, and Silly actually goes to tap the bomb there, but gets taken out. J-Man, really strong spot for him, and there it is. He's got Kip able to flash Rick, and J-Man picking that up, gets the information on the player. Heaven. Starting to quiet down a little bit right now.
He's getting poked at though through the wall.
Yeah.
Luke taking out Mornu.
Yeah, Mornu not able to hit that shot.
Player standing.
The operator and Luco right now on 4 kills. It's all up to Kip. 1v3. Isn't a pretty strong spot, but I bet they have that Cypher cam set up just barely.
Yeah.
Missing Luco there.
That's tough. Does he have enough information to know, you got one still waiting B?
Yeah.
Do you try to rotate, take that, get the plan? I mean, do you just fight this out?
Oh, hits the shot on Luco there and does get the information on the player.
And now, okay, now you know that third is going to pull over and he's going to go for the... Oh, no,
Oh.
I thought he was going to go for the teleport.
It's close, but he does have the site free, so at this point, you might as well just take that plan that you know you can get. Oh, and a great shot!
Let's go. Do you make the push? He does.
Oh, just
no!
barely misses out. I think dinking ace through the wall there.
And that really hurts because you feel like you got the momentum. You know GFU is not going to expect you to make that peak. But you do it, try to catch him off guard, and the shots just don't land perfectly enough. Your opponents get that couple more on you, as you said, clipping them through there.
Yeah, 39 HP left on that player there. Such a close round. That would have been one way to end the map. For
it would have been a phenomenal way to end it, and I understand why he went for it. I'm not going to tell him that was a bad call. Your question, hey, maybe just make him come for the defuse or try to pull up to you, right? You got the plan, and you got the other pick. It's a 1v1, but he wanted the surprise, I imagine.
Yeah. So things are tightening up a little bit. 12-8. We might see Condors getting a little more serious. Oh, that's getting a bit closer. Getting aggressive with that judge. Tags
He's really getting aggressive.
Yeah, does get taken out. That Viper Molly kind of shut him out of that spot, unfortunately.
This is important because if they don't win this round now, they've really set GFU into a strong momentum.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't have the strongest economy this round as well. Now, some players are saving. Non did pull out that the judge. I'm not sure if he had anything to fall back on. But most players making sure they don't go under 2,000 so they have a bye for next round.
Yeah. But if Econ, maybe again, contrary to what I said, expecting to lose this one, or and then just trying to gain that momentum before it's a tied series again. If you can be okay going into a 12-9 and try to end it there, rather than buying out and then losing a few rounds in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of info, but Condors is just playing it really slow. Trying to get these picks if they can, and Mornu is able to get that pick. Silly's going to... Oh, fake plant. There he is. He's going to stick it now. 2 players in showers in a really strong spot. Might be able to pick out that Viper, and they know one's behind.
Yep.
Yeah, J-Man does fall to Luco. And information's on Kip. Nice. Kip's able to hit the shot. Mornu not in the greatest spot right now, but has that potential headshot. Ooh, gets damage out, but not able to pick up the kill. Luco also taking out Kip. It's up to Mornu and Silly.
Oh, he got the information. He knows he's there. Gets a shot.
Oh, and Silly actually denies the defuse from Luco.
And now we're into a 1v1.
Oh, baits out that shot, and I don't think there's enough time for GSU to
Get
win.
the shot. There it is. Condors pulling through again on a bit of a save round as well.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That was a close one. It started getting close a little bit.
Started getting close,
Yeah.
but you saw that they had a game plan. They said, okay, guys, let's lock in a little bit. Let's focus up here. And again, they're, from my opinion, and they'll probably watch this and tell me I'm wrong, but and maybe you can too. But it looked like, again, yeah, they wanted to go for save up a little bit so that way they're good and they have all the equipment they want going into that next round to prevent a tie series coming up. And if they lose this, whatever.
Right.
But the fact that you come out on top is just a bonus.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that round, I mean, we didn't see that much firepower whatsoever from Condors, and they're still able to pick it up. Silly barely stopped that defuse. I don't know if you noticed, but there was like half a second left.
I didn't know if he was going to make it.
Yeah, I thought that round was going to go to GFU, but he able to get that spray through the smoke and 2 kills at the same time. And just leaving 1 left. It was something else.
It was definitely something else. No, that was really good to see. It was very much a Condor series. You saw it in their mentality. You saw it in the way they were playing. Too. There's definitely an air of, I guess, cockiness that comes out in players.
Right.
It's not just the Condors in general. I'm just saying in players that play
sure.
video games. You can always kind of tell when a team knows they're probably the stronger team.
Yeah.
And we saw that, again, even as someone less experienced with this game specifically, it's their movements change just enough. Their faces, we also have their face cams here, change just enough that you can really see it in their posture as well as how they move in the game. And we saw that early on.
Yeah, we did. I mean, they were getting ready for pizza.
Yeah. Probably not. That I've been talking about pizza way too much now that I want pizza. Want to order pizza to the studio?
Let's do it.
Delivery guy coming into the studio. This place is too big. I don't know if the delivery guy is going to find his way through this place. Like, look how massive it is.
It'd be a game. See if you can figure it out.
Play the game by smell. Anyways, we're going to go and not get pizza. Maybe you guys can get pizza in the break. We'll be back for some more Condors Valorant after that.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Hello and welcome back to the Condors Esports here at Conestoga College. I'm Leaf and Mucha beside me here. We're watching the Valorant Gold Squad hang out today, and that's no offense to the opponents, really what's happening. This seems to be just a little bit of a hangout, a little bit of a scrimmage for the boys. we saw them in the hall, and they have confirmed our consensus that they're confident today.
yeah. Their brains are off.
That's what they, quote unquote, I'm turning my brain off for the next map. This is interesting. Yeah, so I've said it. We haven't seen Icebox, or I haven't seen Icebox yet from the squad yet. So maybe there's a mix-up here going on for this, and we will see GFU mess with the Condors' minds a little bit here. But in terms of picks, do we see anything crazy?
Non's on Reyna.
That's what I was alluding to.
That too much, and it looks like they might have Mornu going for that jet as well.
So that's so double duelist for the squad. I mean, like we saw it, Mornu, before this whole thing, Mornu said to us, I want to play duelist today. And then we saw him on Sentinel in place, and we did see Non with the duelist, but now we got double. And while I learned this game, one of the things you said to me, and I've heard it repeated multiple times from Ohek as well as you, is Reyna is I'm feeling it, I'm going to just go out there and dominate and do my own thing kind of agent.
Exactly, yeah.
So seeing Non on that is no surprise. And I feel like even just that pick is definitely going to have GFU saying, oh crap. That's a little bit of just like, this is what they think of us.
Kind of a power move.
Yeah.
Just picking Reyna.
and I think they have to at this point. Like we've seen what this squad can do. And now even with a sub coming into today with Mornu, they've realized Mornu can hold his own.
Yeah.
Let's have fun with this.
Yeah.
Right? Let's make sure that everyone else across the board, we come into 2 different leagues this week and immediately start stepping on people. This is a statement, and other colleges are going to be looking at the squad.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, they're going to be checking the VODs. They're going to try to learn everything they can from this team. But not only is this like great for just in general moving up in the ladder, but it's such good team building and just forming those relationships. When you just kind of mess around a little bit and don't take it too seriously, you just kind of have those moments that stick in each other's heads, and you form better bonds with the team.
And that's something I've seen even from the Rocket League varsity squad too, that they're so phenomenal at, is just even when they're winning, even when they're losing, making sure they're having fun with it.
Right, yeah.
I love to see it across the board for the Condors. But now we find ourselves on a map we haven't seen here this semester.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of players making their way over towards B. There's really early Viper wall from GFU. Non, though, getting aggressive and is able to take out Luco. Yeah, not too much going on right now. It's pretty slow first round on pistol. I mean, Non did get that really early pick, so GFU kind of has to try their best and figure out what they can do at this point. The loss of a player, but Kip actually got tagged down a 20 through the smoke, so pretty unfortunate. But they have such a strong hold on this one player over at A right now. Just chilling. Oh, Kip, it's a really nice shot over there. Oh, can't get another, but J-Man also is able to find a pick. There's Mornu getting another. It's just all up to the sky, and J-Man with the one tap on ace.
Yeah, J-Man, our player to watch today. Usually it's Non, but today it's J-Man. So you like to see that he's following through with the promise we've given you today.
Yeah, love to see it. It looks like Non's got the lollipop in now.
Yeah,
so it might be what I was saying.
I hope it's not the same lollipop.
I hope not.
Hey, to each their own. But
hey, really strong team, real close team.
Okay, how close I am to the team. I'm a bit of a germaphobe in that sense.
There.
They're just handing the buff down. And that's what it is. I mean, you see him on Reyna, it's like, okay, you need the lollipop buff.
Some kind of caffeine lollipop or something.
Is that what it is? They probably exist.
Probably, yeah. I know.
We're neighbors with America. Everything crazy exists.
Pem actually used to chew on not nicotine gum. Definitely not that.
Oh, yeah.
Caffeine gum.
Oh, caffeine gum. Yeah.
Caffeine gum was big for the Counter-Strike team.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep yourself going.
Yeah.
I prefer doing just that through coffee.
That's my go-to is coffee as well. Oh, but you see that shot?
That was
from
beautiful.
George. That was a nice shot. One got taken out.
Yeah, he didn't see it, though. The receiver.
Yeah.
All I saw was a bullet whizzing through.
Yep. There it is, that outlaw taking out Luco.
And again, I really feel like GFU is struggling right now to figure out what they need to do. I mean, they already are down 2 agents, and it's still that kind of slow play we saw in that first game.
Yeah. Yeah, just I wonder if it's their way of trying to, if in general they're just a slow team, or if they're trying to feel out what the Condors want to do.
I mean,
or if they're trying to play mind games. Like, you really don't know.
Right. I mean, they need a different game plan. That's for sure.
For sure.
That slow back out there takes out the satchel.
Yeah. I mean, Mornu is in a very strong spot right there with that outlaw. If he's able to get one, kind of catch him off guard, that'd be great. But it looks like GFU's playing pretty slow. Oh, might be able to get George. No, George will take him out. But J-Man and Silly are able to pick up 2 right after. It's all up to Omen now, and there it is. J-Man takes him out.
Every time Kip rounds the corner for a kill,
yeah,
you just sees that body already down. Poor Kip can't get a frag. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Let him have one.
Poor guy. He'll get some later, I'm sure. He had a great game last game, so
that's true.
Plenty of kills to go around.
We did talk to them before, and they said they're playing with their monitors turned off now.
Mine's turned off. Did they say monitor or mine?
No, they said mine, but I'm just extending the story to monitors
might as well. Monitors are off for all of Condors, actually. The lights on their faces are a different light.
Yep.
It's an ambient light, not the monitor light.
I think next round they said they're going to close their eyes too.
Yep, I think so. Just to make it. There it is, Non. Great shot. Does get stunned, but he's able to get out of there.
Run.
Yep. Oh, Silly was trying to have his back there, but in turn, Non, I think, got Silly killed, unfortunately. But all's well. Sky is pretty low. Very low HP on Sky, so they might be able to even out the man advantage a little bit more. J-Man does have that dart up in 10 seconds, so he might be able to get some important info. Oh, but he hears Rick coming up that rope. He's able to take him out.
Now 2v3.
Yeah, Sky's still very low. We're seeing the ultimate go out. Condor's trying to play it kind of slow here.
And they kind of have to. Not too slow. They'll eventually have to make a move.
Right. They want to try to catch anybody off guard. They're getting some info from that player. They do shoot the dart right away. Ooh. Just barely missing those shots.
Ooh, get the shot.
Oh, and there it is. Kip does get it. That Sky is low. Ace is about like 1 HP.
You're not going to get that defuse at this point.
Oh, and an ace for Ace.
Well, there you go.
How about that? Yeah, great shots coming out from GFU that round.
Well, still the advantage for Condors.
Yeah.
2-1. First momentum that would have been gained there, shut down. GFU finally finding themselves around. I mean, we expected them to at least take a couple. They did the same thing.
Right.
I mean, they got all the way up to, what was it, 8 or 9 in the game before. So
yeah, they're definitely not a weak team. They're not just a pushover team.
No. We're making jokes, but again, they are still making, as much as they said they're going to turn their minds off, they still have to think a little bit of what they're doing.
Right. So once again, we're seeing a lot of players kind of gathering around B, but they're playing really slow. And ooh, Mornu does see that one player, but Non was kind of set up there, got really aggressive, and I think shot George from behind. And looks like the 2 duelists are going to start getting aggressive here. That KJ turret, I think, blocked a couple shots for the player they were fighting there. Very slow stuff from GFU.
Yeah,
we spot a lot of players there. Mornu and Non kind of getting backed into a corner, but they're holding their ground. And Mornu is able to get that pick on Luco.
Now a 5v3, Condors.
Non about to go back to peeking, it looks like. Getting ready for it.
Looks like they're moving in, though.
Yeah, making their way towards B, but still 2 players holding B. It'll be tough. Ooh, takes that dart off. And there it is.
Yep.
Down.
Non's finally got that pick he was looking for. Sees another one peek. Oh, and a great shot from Non. Runs out of ammo, but Monu's there to clean it up.
I was going to say, at that point in that position, do you find the Condors, I mean, is it optimal to do what they just did and make that push to surround them, or is it still optimal to wait for them to come to you? Is that the only reason that happened because they're feeling confident?
Yeah, I think part of it is definitely because they're confident, but it's also just in general their play style.
Right.
They're very aggressive. They like to have control of very specific areas of the map and shut the other team out of those spots. As well as that's a really hard spot for GFU to fight from. You have to constantly, the turret, the KJ
awkward,
turret's gone. They don't know about their flank. They have to have somebody that kind of deals with it. And there's also the potential they get those 2 frags and bring the round back into their advantage.
Nice. First one there from Nod. See a hard push here. Onto that A site from GFU.
Yeah, Nod got pre-fired by Rick. Bring him down to 75, and Colby gets the shot through the box. Up to J-Man and Mornu, but Mornu proving himself very capable. He's able to pick up that kill and kind of just stuck between a flurry of smokes, or of nades and smokes. Holds his ground though, 51 HP. Just barely missing. Oh man,
this is terrifying. This is a war zone.
Oh, but he swings, is able to pick one up, as well as Kip getting one more. It's up to KJ. They push the wall. Oh, pushes it. Oh, the classic of Mornu takes it from Kip. Poor Kip.
Every time, dude. It just poor Kip cannot catch a break here.
Need a drop. Thank you.
Yeah, what a good hold there. I mean, we finally saw this is about the same thing we saw from GFU last time, as they started off very slow on their approaches and then tried with the mix-up. We saw an aggressive push to A site there, and it still just did not work for them. I mean, I think across the board, they might have to go back to the drawing board on those approaches. I like the idea of the mix-ups from GFU.
Right.
The problem is that it hasn't changed from map to map now.
Yeah, and once again, it could be that period of potentially just feeling out how they play on this map, but Condors is a hard team to read. They do a lot of different things. You know, Non, he was playing at
they're
B,
behind
he was playing at A, and now he's mid.
Right.
Oh, and just picking up frags left and right.
Oh,
Mornu gets 2, Non gets another. Fighting mid, they're just being so aggressive, and it's working out for them.
This is phenomenal. And you see again, GFU trying to figure out what to do, and they just get picked off.
Mornu gets another, and is Non going to get this next one? No, it does get taken out by Rick, but 4v1, I think it's okay to lose just one player.
Well, let's hope that's all it is.
Yeah, hopefully, but where he is, they tagged him with that dart, actually.
Oh,
silly
so
whipping the shots, but Mornu still posted up here. Rick on half HP.
Free fire.
Oh,
okay, guys, don't let him 1v5 you.
It's going to be tough, though. Omen does have to still pick up that spike, which is
30
not really on his side of the map.
No, I mean, that's the biggest thing. Condors are still in a good spot. That's why I'm saying, please don't get 1v5'd.
Right.
And then let them plant. Because, like,
20 seconds left, and there it is. Mornu picking up the 3rd kill for him that round. The aggression is really strong for them on this map, it seems like. It looks like GFU doesn't really know how to deal with it.
No,
maybe
I mean,
just trying to ignore it and push a different site and maybe have somebody watch flank, but hard to ignore.
Can you ignore it, right?
Yeah, so you got two duelists pushing up through mid at the start of the round. It's hard to
do.
It's hard to choose what to do.
Then what would you do? I mean, like, what in this scenario when you're what's your option to try and break this momentum swing from Condors, like with how they're playing?
I mean, I'd try just a full push mid, maybe trying to get a little bit of better control through the map.
Okay.
And have all those exits. And it looks like they're actually trying to do that. But there are 3 players mid from Condors, and they're just getting picked out. They had a really good plan there, trying to go through, but Silly's just shutting them down.
They're just getting deleted.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like this plan they had, I think, was strong, but the fact that there were 3 players mid and they completely neglected A site that round. They were just so set up for it. It's almost like they knew what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes this is what happens when a team is knowledgeable. They're good at reading, but then you also have a good IGL, right? Like when you have a someone that is being able to read your opponent, it could set you guys down and say, hey, guys, I see everything that they're doing. You probably already know it too, but this is what's happening. Let's set ourselves up in the right spot, and they've been doing that every single time. They have the read on their opponents. GFU, just really any answer they have it's already in the playbook of the Condors.
Yeah, I mean, Condors, they've gone very far in their respective series, collegiate-wise, so they've seen a lot of different things. And when you see that many different things, I'm sure they're scrimming a lot as well, you kind of know what to expect, as you were saying. They've gotten really good at knowing what's coming next. And I think maybe GFU doesn't really know how to deal with that. They might not have ran into a team such as Condors. I mean, they're a strong team. Condors is a very strong team. They've proven it. And their ability is
and they're ready
impressive.
for bed. 3 of them on their phones, 2 of them leaning back.
Yeah, they're ready to go home. Maybe they got a couple early classes tomorrow. You know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, it was funny because before this, production's like, all right, get ready for a long night. Condors are like, nope.
Nope. Going home early. And yeah, I mean, 6-1 right now. Really strong lead on defense. And we're seeing all the players hanging out in their spawn, which actually might be strong. What? But not hitting the craziest shots. I was going to say it's actually a smart strategy that I didn't think about is just holding from that spawn, because we've seen a lot of aggression coming out from Condors. If you play all back there, your whole team, you have access to seeing all those angles that they could potentially push from. It looks like they're holding it, but Non is also in a really strong spot. He got that early pick. And
well, right, because you're also just kind of pinned down.
Yeah, so it's kind of double-edged sword, right? Like if nothing happens with it, it's going to be hard for you to get out of that spot.
Sure, you get the info of where they're at, but then, I mean, and again, it kind of works. You see them starting to creep out now. They're starting to make that move towards B site, but at that point, you know that's what they're doing. I mean, you called it out. You know, and GFU is going to do that, and you immediately are going to see the Condors just start to wrap back around.
Yeah. What I think they were expecting was them to push a little further in, right into their crosshairs, but Non played a little safer than I thought. But J-Man able to pick one up with the ult, and Silly finds his second kill for that round, and Kip running and gunning. He doesn't care. He wasn't kidding when he said his brain is off. He's just doing what feels natural now.
Let's give credit, though, again to GFU, the fact that they are trying to adjust. Right? They're trying to do something new. I asked you, what would you do? And it's hard when you're playing a team that, I mean, it just has an incredible amount of gun skill on their squad. They're smart. They seem to be calling out every single play you have. What do you do? Well, at least just try something now. That's all you can do at this point, especially if you think this series might not be in our hands. Just try new things and see what works.
Right.
You're getting more information.
It's a good point. Especially like if maybe in their heads and their mental they've kind of accepted defeat, you can at least try new things to do better for your future games. Right. When you play against a strong team like this, to an extent, it's almost a privilege and something that can help you in the future.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. You save these VODs, you go back and look like, okay, where were they calling us out? Excuse me. Where were we being shut down, and why every single time? So very, very valuable information to gather here. Good experience.
When you got info off of that shot over there, he's in a strong spot. Oh, just goes down at the wrong time. Could have gotten one there, but he might have gotten taken out right after it. So who knows what could have happened. But both ults going out from the duelist players, Non and Mornu. Aggressive. Ooh, able to catch that Omen completely off guard. Rick was looking up at the sky there.
Bye.
30 seconds left.
They do have a KJ turret set right outside of that, so Non's going to be spotted by it, but at this point I'm not sure how much it really matters because they're already all up on the site. Do you see a Raze Showstopper coming out, but not able to find anybody? Really what they needed, and Mornu flying up in the sky like a condor. It's a beautiful shot with his ultimate.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and J-Man through the wall ends up picking up that kill off of a sound cue. And it's all up to this Viper here to defend the bomb plant. Mornu coming up.
He's got that angle held, yep.
Yeah, Mornu hits that shot, and that's going to be the defuse in another round for Condors, leading 8-1.
question is, are we going to see GFU grab a single round here? I mean, obviously, I think they're capable of at least getting another.
Yeah.
But, man, 2 duelists that are playing so confidently.
Yeah. That's hard to deal with. I mean, both of them just mechanical-wise, they're just very high skill level.
Yeah. Want to order a pizza?
I'll order some pizza. Been talking about it all night.
Yeah.
I could go for some. I mean, hey, we got plenty of time.
These guys are so bored they're going to order another one.
Trying to get up in his normal spot there, but got blinded. Oh, but it doesn't matter because he's still able to get a pick on Rick. Does get shut down from George.
This is just such a statement, I mean, for the Condors that you start your week in NECC taking down Northwood, you come into ECAC, you don't know what you're expecting.
Right.
You have that slow play at the beginning, lose a couple rounds, and then you confidently start saying, no, whoa, we can win this very confidently, guys. And you roll out of that first map, completely controlling that map, and you come into the second one saying, let's just dominate. Let's roll through. This is a statement to make to every other school. I said it before, but I want to reiterate. It's massive. People are going to be looking at the Condors going forward in Valorant as the squad to beat.
Yeah, but I mean that also puts a target on their back as well. You know, it makes
people are going to be paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
But well, I mean, as they said themselves, we're never playing on those 2 maps again in NECC.
Yeah.
Spike planted. Welcome to my world.
We're gonna 9-1.
Yeah, GFU's not doing a bad job right now. They got the Viper pit down on the bomb. They are down a player, and now they're down
2 players.
2 players. So it's all up to Viper to defend this bomb, which is doable with this Viper pit. But if all players are coming in from all angles, it's gonna be tough. Mornu baits out that plant or the fuse, but oh,
they found him. You saw him just a little bit through the obscurity, and even with the Viper pit, no hold. A little BM there. There's a little taunt on there. He stopped the defuse, didn't he, for a second?
I might have been looking for another gun, maybe.
Oh, okay. 9-1.
Yeah, 9-1, really strong.
This would be a statement to make if you could just roll through the rest without a single drop.
Yeah.
What do you think the chances are?
The chances. You want a very statistical, analytical number here?
Analyze me, baby.
Yeah. About 3%.
3%?
Yeah.
That they don't drop another round?
Oh, one more round. Sorry. Missed that. They can get another round. I think they got it. I think that's like a 70.
Okay, so a 30% chance that Condors will run through the rest of this without dropping another one. 70% chance GFU will take one more round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think GFU's got it. I mean, they did good stuff on the last map, but as well, they just really might not be as comfortable on this map.
True. Was this the Condors pick?
I'm not too sure.
I believe it was. Yes, I do believe it was.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Non just getting these early picks, and when he finds another one on Rick, maybe those chances are dropping a little bit more. Maybe 70 was a bit too high. Yeah, too much confidence in GFU.
Well, I appreciate the kindness.
Remaining.
I'm sure they do as well.
Yeah, but they are dropping like flies right now. They kind of. It looks like the mentals are a little bit down. There's not as much team cohesion anymore. It's so hard.
Right. It's nothing against players. It's just really hard.
Yeah, I mean, in general, it's just when you're losing this bad, it's very hard to keep.
And it's just headshot after headshot for Condors. They're hitting every single shot. What do you do?
Yeah.
I get a good chance for me. I'm gonna be selfish here and learn that orange pole on site. Can you climb on that?
Orange pole, the rope.
Oh, is that a rope?
Yeah.
Oh, I just didn't see a texture.
Okay, yeah. So those are the ropes. They have them on a few maps. Like,
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so you can climb up and down them and across them.
That's pretty cool. Some acrobatics.
Yeah. Get some cool movement going on with them sometimes.
Look at that! Look at the restraint on that too. So many people would have just taken that shot.
Yeah.
That was, or I guess it was hesitation. I don't know. Maybe it would have been better if he took the shot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's holding GF back, right?
Who knows? I mean, they did kind of get they're getting shut out by the Killjoy ultimate. Not the furthest placement over, but it looks like it pushed the majority of players out of there, except for Rick. He's kind of the only one left up there. 2 players from GFU making their way maybe towards mid, away the map. I think they're leaning towards a potential rotate, unless Rick is able to get a pick here, it seems like. But he's getting dumped out by Util, and the dart's going to spot him. And another one.
No.
Tom does miss that shot. And he's going to TP out of there. Most of the teams making their way towards mid now. They might be able to catch a couple Condors off guard. But, I mean, they're so aware. They're holding every possible angle. Non here is cycling the operator and the Phantom or Vandal for potential of swapping the weapons. Morgan is able to pick up 2, and J-Man gets another. And yeah.
All right, what are your percentages now?
I'll swap
2 more tries.
Swap them. A 30% chance to get another pistol round. I feel like has the most potential for them to get around here.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out if GFU can make the stand. The world's greatest comeback is now necessary for this squad.
Yeah. Morny, though, on the top, 15-3. That is a pretty insane KD.
It's crazy too, because we also saw. I mean, I do feel like I've seen. Well, he's still playing good. I've seen Silly play better. Like there's a couple of times where I think his accuracy was just a little bit off.
Yeah.
You have those days, right?
Right.
But the fact that that's already happening, and you're still dominating like this.
Yeah, and some of that may be because he's so confident in his teammates, he just simply doesn't want to try.
Right.
Because he knows that his teammates can handle it. As long as he plays his role, gets his util down, right? That's most important for that.
We're watching Silly now. Prove me wrong. Do something sick, dude.
Let's see it, Silly.
What you got? The smoke? 360 no scope?
So wild.
Come on, come
Give it
on.
to him, Silly. J-Man's picking him up, though. He's not really having an opportunity too much here.
Uh-oh.
He's getting pushed up on.
Oh, yes,
there
okay, thank you, Silly.
Right.
One more, give me another one. He's trying. He's doing his best.
Yeah, but Rick isn't on it.
Oh, he almost had the info.
Swing it, Silly. You got it.
Swing it. Swing it, baby.
Just pushing out with util. Kip goes around the corner. Does pick it up.
Hey, you know what? To be fair, Kip kept having his stolen by everyone else, so you can have that one. No, I just wanted Silly to get a kill for us there while we were watching him. And he did. He delivered.
He did. Round of applause for Silly. Oh, it's not like he's doing bad though.
No, absolutely not. I mean, again, he's and the only reason I was saying it is because the other few days I've seen his peak. He was peaking the other
Yes,
day.
I mean, I agree with you. There have been a couple circumstances where he definitely should have gotten a kill, but I mean, nothing.
Today's the day it's going to happen, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Good night.
At this point, I don't even know what's going on. My brain's starting to turn off after that.
Oh, they turned theirs off, and it's kind of bleeding into the rest of the studio now.
There it is, Silly hitting some nice shots.
Let's go, Silly. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Silly. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
2 duelists were taken out. Silly's got to pick one more up, but now it's a 2v2. J-Man and Kip. Can they close it out 13-1? Or will my 30% chance come true? We'll see.
Well, I mean, if they win this, then your 30% chance, I guess technically was wrong because it was 100. In all reality, the universe, it was 100%. I suppose that matters if you believe in determinism, and the universe was always going to happen the way it was going to happen, because then it was always 100% if they win this, and another 30% wrong. And they did it, 100%.
Well, I'll be damned. How about that? Man, that made me turn off my brain a little bit more than a game, but I'm shut down for the night.
Yeah. And you know what I want to talk about, though, before we leave today is I really want to talk about how this was a wonderful entry from Mornu. Sure.
Amazing, yeah.
You know, I think what was good is because there still was that pressure at the beginning.
Right.
He had to still deal with that pressure. He still had to get through it. And then things started to look really good. But you still had that moment of like, I need to deliver for my squad.
Yeah.
And in the moments where they didn't have the full read on GFU, Mornu was still stepping up.
Yeah.
Mornu was doing what he needed to do. And then he got to be unleashed with the whole squad afterwards. So I love that they still had that initial fight back from GFU at the beginning before the bloodbath that was.
Yeah, I mean, it's great teamwork building, team building, especially if Mornu wants to move up over to our varsity squad. He definitely proved himself today, for sure.
Oh, yeah, no, this is massive. Now, of course, putting yourself into a challenge, dealing with opponents that do keep you on toe the whole time is going to be a whole other story, right? This is going to be something that will have to continue to evolve for a player like Mornu. But I would say I'd be happy with how he slotted in at the beginning, how he was making sure that he was still helping the team.
Yep.
As I said, when they didn't have that information that they knew they were better, right? It was still at a moment where they had to, he had to prove himself. So huge. I love it.
Yeah.
Good job, Mornu. I love it. And that's huge coming off their win yesterday of Northwood. So I'm very excited again just for what we're seeing from the squad. Let's take a look at what we got going on the rest of this week because, man, Uche, you know we got a lot of action on the stream right here.
A lot of games going on. But here we have on January 31st.
That's tomorrow.
Two games tomorrow, actually. We've got the Call of Duty team. Going up against Nova Southeastern. And then we've also got the League of Legends game starting at 8 p.m.
Still figuring out who they're playing. They're all scared. They're scared.
You got to be scared. CS2 on February 2nd at 7 p.m. going against University of Kansas. And on February 5th at 7, we've got the Rocket League team going against Montgomery College.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see if we get dubs across the board. It'd be great. Let's see if the Condors just across the board can sweep this week.
Oh, that'd be a good week.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be a nice
if
week.
we could sweep the week.
You guys got to make sure to come in here and watch so we can see if that happens.
You know how to do that? You hit the follow button.
Yeah.
You hit the subscribe button.
Hit
Whatever you're watching on, we're on YouTube, Twitch. Go to the socials. Find out everything you need to find down below and make sure you're following all of Condors across the board. Hey, what do you think of the squad right now? What do you think? What do you think of Gold? They're looking good.
Gold, they're looking great. They're looking great for sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey. Hopefully you guys join us in the future. We're going to sign off for today. We've been talking too much about pizza. We need to go do something about that. So thank you guys for joining us. Until next time. JK. We're hanging out.
Yeah, we're actually hanging out.
All right, the Gremlins are back. Do you see them over there? It's a great facility.
Yeah. I don't know what they're really thinking. I mean, we've had a conversation with them in the past about this, and I thought we were past this.
But Owen stepped on them yesterday. He squished a couple of them.
Dude, I thought we were cool with them, and Owen just really messed all that up for us.
That's why they came back to our computers. Our computers are broken right now.
I mean, I can't really blame them at this point if Owen's stepping on them.
No, well, yeah, okay. You know what? I kind of don't blame them either. Okay, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the system.
They're in there.
It's a water. It's a great PC. It's water cooled. They're drinking the water cooling.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, maybe it tastes good. Have you ever had any?
No, I'm not drinking water cooled.
I don't know. I never know.
Okay, well, now that the water cooling's going, everything's shutting down. I see the whole place is coming down. Hopefully we can have it rebuilt for you guys tomorrow. We're out of here.